go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is stay to the sweet chanting of his name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Welcome, everybody. A little bit of Barbie here. Let's try this one. I don't know, experiment here. It's called Shooting Star. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. That'll take some practice. Let's try this one. Hare Krishna. This is for you cheerleaders out there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. That's another mood.
OGEbeats.com.
Not quite ready to party yet. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. All right, put your mics on and let's chant. Yes, more chanting. More chanting. And more. And much more chanting. Forever chanting. Always chanting. Uninterrupted. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Hare Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare 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 Rama
Krishna,
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare,
Rama
Rama
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Hare
Hare,
Rama Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Hare,
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hari Rama, Hari Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hari Rama, Hari Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hari
Hare
Rama, Hari Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hari.
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Rama, Hari
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hari Hari, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Hari, Hari
Hare
Rama, Hari Rama.
Krishna,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hari
Krishna,
Hari, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hari.
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna,
Hari,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hari,
Rama
Hari,
Rama,
Hari,
Hare
Hari, Hari,
Krishna,
Hari, Hari,
Hare
Hari,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hari,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hari,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hari,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hari,
Krishna,
Hari,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hari,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Oh,
Rama,
my Lord
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare Krishna,
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare,
Oh, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Oh,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, hey,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Sri
Rama,
Krishna, Chaitanya,
Hare
Sri
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Sri
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Shri Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Nityananda.
Ram,
Nityananda.
Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Shri
Krishna
Hare
Advaita,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Shri
Hare,
Ram, Ram,
Advaita,
Hare
Shri
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Advaita,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri
Krishna Krishna,
Advaita,
Hare
Shri
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
Advaita.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Oh my Lord, Shri
Krishna Krishna,
Advaita,
Hare Hare, Hare
Shri
Ram,
Advaita,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Nityananda,
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Nityananda,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Shri
Hare,
Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Chaitanya.
Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishna Krishna,
Shri,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Chaitanya.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Chaitanya,
Ram, Ram,
Shri
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Jai Shri
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Krishna,
Prabhu
Hare Ram,
Nityananda,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Shri
Hare,
Advaita Gadadhar, Shri
Ram,
Vasari
Ram, Hare
Gaura
Hare, Krishna,
Vatsa,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Shri
Ram,
Krishna Chaitanya. Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Chaitanya,
Hare Hare,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Chaitanya.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Shri Krishna.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Shri
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare Ram,
Chaitanya,
Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Rama,
Ram Ram, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama.
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Lord Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Radha,
Krishna
Radha,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Radha,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Radha,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
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 Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama,
All
Hare
glory to
Hare
the
Rama,
Radha,
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama,
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya
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 Jaya Sri
Sri
Chaitanya, Jaya
Jaya
Chaitanya,
Nityananda
Jaya
Jaya
Sri
Sri
Chaitanya, Jaya Guru Bhakta
Bhaktivinoda.
I feel like Radharani when she got this box coming from the devotee.
Yeah.
They open the box every day. It's like, oh my goodness. Man, what a path. What a path, man. You TikTokers. I tell you, man, there's no greater happiness than this chanting. There's no greater purification. There's no greater conquering over the fear of Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates and all these lizard people, whatever they're doing. Who's ever in charge here? These misers in charge of the world nowadays. Yeah, this is the party, man. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see here. Where are we at here? Yeah, so what is this? Chapter 7. I gotta skip around a little bit here, I think. The meeting of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with Vallabhabhata, chapter 7 on Ancha Leela. The meeting. See, if you notice, the Lord was meeting with people. See, like he met with the meeting of Vallabhabhata, the meeting with Rupa Goswami, the meeting with Sanatana Goswami, the meeting with this devotee, the meeting with that devotee. It's all about the meeting. It's all about meetings. You know how about in the meetings, people that are actually devotees, they don't like meetings. Not meetings, not GBC meetings. You can ask these guys, do you like your meeting? It's boring, just the meetings. What are you meeting with? Mundane clerks, man. These are the guys running your Krishna conscious movement, man. They're clerks, managers. Like the Vatican. They're mundane persons, and you're having meetings with them. No wonder they're bored. Of course, it's boring, but every day I come to meet with the Lord, and it's a great meeting, man. Hey, this is what it looks like. Very ecstatic, very uncommon. You don't see these kind of meetings just anywhere. Look at Lalita's meeting Krishna everywhere. It's like she's going to a party every day, just laughing and, like she's over in Playa here at the bar, drinking, laughing like all these people. I wonder what's the difference between her and these people. They're also meeting, but they got to get drunk, and on the material alcohol, which is Krishna also in that form. But there's an edge to that, because it's material. Everything's got an edge to it. See, so you're meeting the Lord in the form of alcohol. You're meeting in front of these lusty people who are in the mode of ignorance. The men are just and the women there. The men are just looking to get in your pants, and the women there are just looking at your money. That's the kind of people that usually go there. Or they're looking for something material. See, and so you're meeting with the Lord in that material form. See, and it's always got an edge to it. It's always got a downside. There's impurities in it. That's why people have hangovers the next day. They stay up too late. They get unregulated. They start destroying their bodies. See, but something inside says, to meet with the Lord in some way. If you meet with the Lord in Maya, you go in illusion. See? If you meet with the transcendental Lord, which we're here to teach the world, teach myself, show myself every day. I like to meet with the Lord because it's fantastic, it's enlivening, it's purifying, it's the best party I've ever been to. I know Lalita likes to party every day. She's laughing and crying and blowing her nose,
man. Lalita gets her laughing rounds in a day.
Yeah, see, it's the party. It's the party we all are looking for. Yeah. See? So, that's so meeting the Lord is when you're chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, that's the thing. If you come into this association, you will very easily develop attachment to this chanting. Of course, it depends on how you're made up, how much faith you've got, how much, you've got to the point. I mean, if some people, they just come in here, they know in their heart. I mean, that's the way it was with me. It must be some kind of lifetime thing. Because as soon as I got Jesus's words, man, boom, I just like, it was there, man, boom, Okay? And some people come here, the family comes here and Amy, and they very quickly, they get it. Okay? Some people take longer. It depends, but it's gonna be as fast as you're gonna get, and you're gonna get presence on the way. You're gonna get inspiration on the way. You're gonna get encouragement on the way. Because everybody is struggling with something in this world. You struggle a little bit here, but it gets easier. You get more clear, and you get rewards. It's like a credit card. They give you a rewards card. You get whatever you spend, you get rewards. Well, you come here, you spend your time here, right? You spend your energy and your service here, and you're getting rewards on the way. You know what the reward is? This closeness, this intimacy, what everybody is looking for. Yeah. Everybody's looking for intimacy. People think, well, the more money I get, maybe I'll get more intimate with it. That's what they think. They're looking for intimacy, but they think it's the money that they need to be more intimate. Or maybe it's control. Maybe if I control more people, like Klaus wants, if I can control more people in the world, I'll be more intimate. See, with the people, but it's the opposite. You go more in illusion when you do this with the world. See, the material world, that's that divine energy. Bhagavad Gita says, this divine energy of mine, this Maya, this is what you learn here. You come here, you're going to get knowledge that the Illuminati don't even have. They only have that one eye stuff, one eye knowledge. We got two eye knowledge. We see the whole picture. That's why God created us in his image with two eyes, not one eye. That's a pirate. See, pirates? This is Krishna teaching. Pirates, they're always plundering you. They got a patch over one eye. They come over and they're looking for people, looking to take their wealth, whatever they have, plunder them. Okay? That's that Luciferian worship, Satan. It's only half the understanding, and it's not the best half. It's the dark half. It's the dark. It's like if you get a chance to go on the moon. Where you want to go on the bright side of the moon or the dark side of the moon, right? The bright side. You want to see something there. You want to go into the darkness where you don't see anything. Okay? That's this Maya. You lose everything here in this illusion. By this divine energy, it's divine. It's so divine, it'll put you in prison and you can't get out unless you find the warden. Who is the warden? The bona fide spiritual master. They're out of the prison. They come into the prison and say, anybody want a what do you call it? A reprieve? Anybody on TikTok, you want a reprieve? You want to be really happy in this life? You want to find out what the truth is? Come into the TikTok every day, or Facebook Live, or YouTube every day, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free, not just for this life, not just for this year, but forever. Raise your hand if you're on board with that. She raises hers. That's her sannyasi danda. Yeah, what the heck, man? See, every day. I mean, this one thing, every day, meeting with Sanatana Goswami, the meeting with Bhagavata. What is Krishna trying to tell us? It's all about meeting the Lord. See? So you have the choice here in illusion. The best they teach you in college, how to meet with the illusory potency called Mahamaya or the devil, whatever you call it. It's very devilish, man, very deceitful. It lies. People that are under the influence, like these politicians, like these religious leaders, lie. They cheat you. They deceive you because they're servants of the illusory energy. See? We're servants of the truth here. Anybody interested? I'll prove it to you. You come here 30, 60 days. Even maybe after a week you'll get it. I'll show you that we're servants of the truth, because what we do here, we set many people free. What did Jesus say? If the Son sets you free, you're free indeed. I'll prove that there's sons and daughters of the Lord in our Sangha, with spiritual power to liberate you. Lalita will laugh you out of your prison cell. You'll fly. You'll sit on the wings of that laughter and just fly out of the prison cell forever. Yeah, you see how it works? The Maya.
If you meet with the Maya, that's the Lord in the form of the material temporary energy. All it does is it puts you in an illusion, and the illusion is simply this: you forget who you really are. You start to think you're a body, or you're a material mind, with material thoughts that are all temporary. Artificial intelligence. Hint, 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 hint. Where do you think that came from? Artificial intelligence. That's God telling you, man. Well, the best you're going to get with ChatGPT is artificial intelligence, man. It's artificial. It's like, do you like artificial sweetener in your coffee? Do you like to eat artificial food? You like artificial milk? I had this milk for the coffee. I got it. I thought it was free. I thought, when I get the coffee at the thing, it's free. Oh, it's free. Oh, it's great. I get a handful each time, I put it in there. Then I read the ingredients. Artificial milk. Oh, no, worse, synthetic milk. It says right there, synthetic milk. What the heck? They put plastic in or something synthetic. Yeah, you see, that's the world, man. It puts you in a prison of identification with who you're not. See, we're here meeting with the transcendental Lord, starting with this chanting. See, this chanting, what it does, it wakes you up. It's like throwing cold water in your face. You start, what's going on? Wakes you up to the truth. Oh, I'm a spirit. Oh, what do you think Jesus was talking about, man? He wasn't talking about religion. He was trying to get you out of religion. And now we're back into religion. 2,000 years later, many Christians are back in religion. Same thing with Lord Caitanya. He tried to get people out of religion. Abandon all varieties of religion and surrender to me. What is that? Satchidananda. What is that? What you see here is the ecstatic worship of meeting the God in his name. This name is transcendental. Okay? But you have to have your spirit awakened to connect with it, really. Otherwise, it'll be like you see, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, I finished my rounds. I did my duty. Wow, I proudly finished. Yeah, instead of the taste that the name is also your meeting, your soul meeting the Lord. It's so enlivening. It's so free. It's so nourishing. It's so sweet. Better than honey. It's so amazing. The most amazing thing is this meeting. It's just like you were back there 550 years ago meeting Lord Caitanya. It's no different. It's the same. That's the gift you can get by coming here. That's called the causeless mercy. See? Well, the cause is being in association with that mercy. See, that mercy has to, you notice people go to the temple. See, that's the shadow of the truth. You go to the temple to what? Meet with Krishna and Radha, right? But do you really get it? Or you just get eye exercise, looking over up and down the deity? And say, well, I saw the deity today. Great, go back. Or are you really meeting the deity? See? Meeting means skin to skin. Oh, but the Lord doesn't have skin. Yes, he does. He has a spiritual skin. And you got a spiritual skin. You got to meet skin to skin right there. Take off all that clothing. See, and then it's like a nudist experience spiritually. See, your spiritual skin in the Lord. He don't like no fig leaf. Didn't you see he chastised Adam and Eve? What is this fig leaf in the way of our relationship? Where did you get this? The snake. The snake is what? This material world and illusion. that temporary world that makes you think you're a body, a material mind, a material emotion. That's the fig leaf. We'll take care of that. Come here 30, 60 days and we'll clean you up. You'll be better than you were. We'll take off as much clothing as we can do. We'll give you a good taste. See, meeting Valabhabhata. See, and in the meeting, the Lord, that's why you see that he's meeting with different devotees and their different kind of transformative experiences. He met with some, like Valabhabhata had the false ego. See, so the meeting of the Lord, right, there was to take care of that, you see? That's why people come here. You come here and you're meeting with the Lord, and the Lord does different things. Like some devotees just recently, won't mention any names, they come, I just come here to Sadhu Sangha, I get slapped. Well, hey, Valabhabhata got slapped too. It's good. I said, lucky you. Oh, you're really fortunate you get slapped. Even Pundarik Vijayanidhi was slapped by meeting the Lord. See? He was, because he had something that needed to be purified. And people, I tell you, my Lord is so misunderstood. You meet with him and he gives you a slap and you think, how dare you do that? Or Vaishnava, which he works through the Vaishnavas, and they slap you slap your false ego. You don't touch your body, but you feel, I didn't do it, I have no offense, I'm not offensive. I got slapped, but you got slapped, the false ego. It's not really you anyway. See, so sometimes you meet with the Lord, you get a slap, right there, Sachi? Sometimes you meet, you get a slap.
Lots of them.
Lots. It's good. Speed up the progress. The more slaps, the quicker you get. and then, by and by, then you meet with the Lord as pure ecstasy. It's good. Yeah, it's whatever you need, we get by meeting the Lord, the transcendental Lord. That's Sadhu Sangha. That's why a lot of the neophytes, if you're too neophyte, you can't come here, like a lot of the ISKCON devotees or Gaudis. Because if they come here, they get a lot of slaps. They don't know how to process that. This must be a bad place. Let me go back to the hypocrites and the liars who are stroking my false ego. Oh, you're such a great devotee. Oh, yes, sit on the stage. Here's your big stick. And they're feeding your false ego. When I was in the Rhythmic, feeding the false ego of these, you're a Prabhupada disciple. And see, they stroke it like that. You come here, we slap you. Slap the false ego. So the neophyte level is you're not willing to meet with the Lord to be purified. But it's a great opportunity, man. It's not in every lifetime you get this situation.
Even if you don't know you have a false ego, you can get in touch with it with you, Gaurari.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Most people don't know they have a false ego. They can't. They're covered by it. It's like like being in a cocoon. The cocoon is the false ego, and you're inside the cocoon. You don't see outside of that. You actually have to have that cocoon broken from the outside. That's the idea. And otherwise, you're in case you can't free yourself, and then you even have disciples that are full in the cocoon with you. You're all in there, and the disciples can't help you, and you can't help yourself. That's the problem with being a spiritual master, unless you're outside of the cocoon. You're broken out so that you're in your transcendental skin, communing with the Lord, meeting the Lord transcendently, then you have the power to free your disciples. Otherwise, you don't have the power to free them. You know? You're not authorized. All right. So Lalita, read the first verse again today. We read that this morning. I like that verse.
Yeah, thank you, Guru Maharaj. Oh, glories to you. I'm still into the meeting.
What was that? What was that?
I'm still into the meeting. It was
The meeting.
such a beautiful one. You're not immediately cured from it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the great thing about Sadhu Sangha. You can see the devotees there's not so much skin there, material skin, and you see them in the intimate communion and how beautiful that is, how powerful that is, how real that is, how much more satisfying that is. I mean, that has to be encouraging, unless you're really envious and then you can't take advantage. But that's how we get encouraged, because then you see this is a real thing. Otherwise, you think God is a bunch of rules and regulations and ceremonies, and it's just external. You go through your superficial worship your whole life. You don't really advance, not much, if anything. It's just kind of a pious thing. And you're going to take another birth because you don't know what's real. What's real is this skin-to-skin communion with the transcendental Lord, with our transcendental body. And that's what we're here. That's called preaching. We're preaching real here, the real relationship between our soul and the Lord. But it has to be by example if you're preaching it. Otherwise, you're preaching religion. Religion is different. See, religion is a different set of rules. See, it's more external. It's like, oh yeah, do this and do that. But it's external. See, this is an internal rule. This is the rule of love of God. That's where you're freed. Like Jesus said, Moses' rules and regulations will be enforced till all is fulfilled. What is it? Nobody asked the question, well, what is this all is fulfilled? Many people don't know. All is fulfilled is this awakening of this devotion, because then that's all you need. I mean, we show that every day. People study to become intelligent. Oh, you know what I do for intelligence sake, for the sake? I don't even do it for that. It just comes automatically. But these people really desire in religion. They love studying, man. Even your father was studying. Oh, I just study the holy name with great happiness. It's like a party. It's effortless. And knowledge just comes automatically, if the right understanding, everything, the right words, the right things to say. Yeah.
It's like Krishna. It's like Krishna who says, when I meet Srimati Radharani, my life is a success. All is fulfilled.
Yeah, because he's meeting the devotion. And that's the same thing. When devotion awakens in our hearts, we're meeting the real Lord. See, otherwise we don't understand that Lord. We don't understand that knowledge. That knowledge, transcendental, is the Lord. He's the ecstasy to ascertain the absolute truth, to relish it, to taste it. See? Well, that's the love that enables you. It's an enabler to taste. You know how people they called enablers in the world, and it's a bad thing. It's like you enable somebody, but what is causing you to enable something? It's an emotion, it's feelings. Oh, that poor person. Oh, let me help them. See, it's a feeling thing. See, this is it's like a playing God in a way, because the person needs help. So basically, Radharani is an enabler too, but that's perfect. We need her. She's the helper.
Absolutely.
The devotion, it enables us to understand God, the absolute truth, as it is. So that's the enabler we're really looking for. So you enablers out there, enabling the people like that, it doesn't go anywhere. All it does is it causes a reaction. They end up draining your energy. You're just playing God. You're playing Radharani, that you want to enable people. That's an illusion. That's why it never works out. That's why it's even listed as a mental disease, is enabling. See? But this is because that's the shadow of the truth. The truth is we need the enabler, which is devotion, awakening in the heart. And this enables us to ascertain the true nature of God, to meet with the transcendental Lord and experience the wonderful result of that. It's amazing. To know what grace is, to know what real mercy is this all in the meeting? Everything comes. Knowledge comes, truth comes, benediction comes, auspiciousness comes.
Goal of life.
Everything comes from that. It's unbelievable. It's amazing, man. That's why it took me a while to get this. When I got the order from Prabhupada. Actually, I knew this from the beginning with Jesus, but it's a process to really get it. How perfect the spiritual potency is. How perfect it is to just to function from that place, of your soul communing with God, meeting with the Lord regularly. Okay? Everything comes from that. The only problems I've ever had was when I was cut off from that meeting, somehow or other. See, even in Christianity, Sachi probably remembers, remember there was a difference. When I would go to Jesus, something was a little bit off. It was okay, but something was not complete and whole. Did you notice that?
I noticed something different.
Something different.
No,
Go ahead. What?
different than what you're explaining. I felt I actually got me a chance to go deeper with Jesus when you did. But anyway, that's what I have to say.
Yeah, I noticed, but your depth with Jesus, I see how it shows up, but it's okay. But you can. To me, this is deeper with Jesus, with Lord Caitanya. This is taking on what Lord Caitanya Jesus brought me to Lord Caitanya, and I can see why now, because it's more full, more complete. Yeah, it's a deeper understanding, because see, a lot of people with Jesus, you usually get salvation. I mean, he even said, he preached about salvation. But the more deeper level of love of Krishna, love of God, was Lord Caitanya explained it even more, showed it more, demonstrated it more. So everybody is on their, a lot of people are just happy with being saved from being miserable, misery, that's salvation. Yeah. With Lord Caitanya, you get more than that. You get salvation and much more. Go ahead, what, Lalita?
Well, you were an ecstatic devotee of Jesus first, and Jesus brought you to Chaitanya, but actually Chaitanya brought you to the depth of Jesus, to the deeper understanding.
Yeah, which wasn't revealed. Jesus revealed a certain level. That's just how the Lord works. It's like going to, if you're when Varaha here, the boar incarnation, that's God, like Jesus, you could say, was God. But there's a level of revelation, and that's the extent of it. You didn't see what Lord Caitanya brought. You have to be aware of this incarnation and partake of that. You have to be faithful in that. Develop faith. That's why you can't get what Lord Caitanya gave through Jesus. He can bring you to Lord Caitanya for Shiksha. I mean, this is the meaning of Alabhabata. This is what the whole teaching is there. Lord Caitanya, as an example, said, I learned about this aspect of devotional service from Ramananda Roy, this from Swar Damodar, this from Sarvabhauma. So, why was he was teaching that? Because to teach us to take advantage, whoever has sufficient brain stuff, advantage of the latest incarnation. I mean, just, it's common sense. If you hear it explained, it's like, yeah, of course, why wouldn't? It's like saying, if I was back at Jesus' time and I was like one of these stubborn Pharisees, which many Christians, you acting like that. The stubborn Pharisee. And you say, oh no, Jesus, no, the Lord's not going to send any other messenger. No, it's a Moses. We're believing Moses' teaching, eye for an eye. It's just, what's the difference now? It's just, we're reviving Lord Caitanya's teachings. Yeah, it's like the devotees now, no, it's all about rules and the Moses, Vaishnava Moses teaching. It's all about rules, regulations, and mandates, and must-dos, and have-to-dos, and ceremonies. No, Gauri, you're wrong. What is this crying, this meeting with the Lord, spiritually? We don't believe that. It's rules, it's Varnashram Dharma and all that. See, the same kind of stubbornness. See, the Pharisees, if they wanted to advance, they had to acknowledge that Jesus was the latest teacher and to take advantage so they could move on, move deeper. No different. Same thing. Okay, Lord Caitanya came, many people took advantage. Then he disappeared, and the few were around here that were preaching the same thing, and some take advantage. Then the devotees kind of disappeared, or they stopped teaching publicly like this. And so then it disappeared, and then started to revive Bhakti Vinod. He saw the inner teaching, but then he saw these people are not going to accept it. It's too much for them. So let's start, See, Krishna inspired him to do it like he did. And Bhakti Siddhanta and Prabhupada, same thing. Then I got the order to bring it more out. On the order of Prabhupada, it's like, okay, my full approval, doing exactly what I want you to do. Do more of this. Bring it out. Bring it, make it more. Show them what Lord Caitanya came. I mean, is that what we're doing? Lord Caitanya was ecstatic. We're ecstatic. He was crying and laughing and choking up when he chanted Maha Mantra. The Lord has given us that ability too. And I got the order from Prabhupada to do it publicly, so I do it publicly. I don't care if 1 million Vaishnavas and authorities come over and say, oh, you're not supposed to do that, Gauri. Too bad. I don't. I follow Mahabhagavats. I teach that too. Follow the Mahabhagavats. I follow one order from Prabhupada is better than 1 million orders from Acharya Devs or any of these guys. Okay? Because that order is full of spiritual blessing and potency. That's why anybody coming here, taking shelter of this association here and this preaching here, you will be mega blessed. And we already proved it already, how people are mega blessed. And these gurus, they can't even dream of the blessings you're here. Look at Lalita. You don't think she's got a mega blessing? They can't even hang on. That's why I say, what kind of gurus are you? You can't even see what's plainly obvious. You can't see this ecstatic devotees like her and Johan and Govinda and others. You can't. What kind of gurus are you? Come on, you're really like low class. Why are people following low class? I mean, the spiritual master in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line? I mean, if that's all that's available, well, that was in the past. That was all that was available. Now we have gold. Man, come into the gold mine, everybody. Come get the gold. It's laying right on the top. You just come in here and pick it up. Come to Sadhu Sangha. This is the gold mine here. Come on, don't you want to be rich? We're rich here. We're so rich. We're just throwing the gold all over the place. Catch it. No, I don't want to go in the gold mine. No. No, we're like iron, man, just iron. We've always been with iron and always will believe in iron, man. Yeah, we're suffering, miserable. Oh, good. Yeah, we don't want to. Okay, well, good. Stay out there till you're ready, till you're praying for more. Somebody will hear the message, right? We're shouting it from the rooftops now. Right on TikTok, man.
Yeah, they said only Jesus, but at that time, he was the only guru, the only bona fide one available. Like you are the only one available who can deliver that prem.
Well,
There's
yeah, let's show us somebody different.
yeah,
I mean, I'm
only
not
you,
open.
only Jesus, only Gorahari.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was, see, Jesus's work was, he was the first fruit to deliver ecstatic devotion. And
Yeah.
Madhavinda Puri in our line was the first fruit to distribute the kind of devotion from Vrindavan in the conjugal. Anyway, that disappeared. It became only very private affair, maybe. Who knows? You know? But now it's starting here. It's fructified. Love of Krishna, just like it was with Madhavinda Puri. That kind of laughing and crying and choking, that kind of intimacy in chanting the holy name is here in this Sangha. And I haven't seen symptoms anywhere. Not in the Radhakund Babaji, not in the Narayan Raj group, not in ISKCON. That's just the truth. It's not offensive. It's just the truth. I mean, I haven't seen symptoms. Show me now. Prove me wrong. I don't mind being wrong. I would love to meet more ecstatic devotees. Show us some devotees who have that potency of Lord Caitanya. When they chant, you can see proof of intimacy with God. He wasn't afraid to show it. Nityananda wasn't. Matter of fact, Nityananda was ordered to show it and demonstrate and manifest it. And I was ordered to guide Prabhupada through the line to show it and demonstrate and teach its glories. That's why it works. If you come under this, see that we are holding Govardhan up, the real pastimes of the Lord, starting with Guru Tattva. Very important to understand that. Otherwise, the door is shut. See, that Govardhan pastime, Guru Tattva. You got to learn that first. Very, very wonderful. Because, wow, you mean just have faith in your preaching? I walk in the door and get into the kingdom? Yeah. Look how many people got Rasa Tattva already. Look at Fanny. She just comes. Look at Amy. They're tasting something big. They faith in Krishna. They get the result, empowerment, just like the disciples of Jesus, empowered by the spiritual potency to understand the deeper levels of who God is and what God is, and to share it, It's uncommon. But that comes by faith, and that's God saying the blessing is here. See, this is the thing. It's not logical to say, oh, this is Sahaja Gohari and Lalita, they're Sahajas and Yohan Sahaja. That's not logical because we're preaching every day. We're inspired every day by that transcendental Lord to preach very deep subject matters, to unlock all these esoteric truths from all the Vedas, and from the Bible even. You can't do that unless you're empowered by the transcendental Lord who knows all these things. And nobody else knows unless they're empowered by the real Lord.
Yeah.
Read on.
Okay.
Oh, read this first verse again.
Yeah, you said first verse. Let me offer my respectful obeisances to the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Simply by the causeless mercy of the devotees engaged in licking honey from his lotus feet, Even a fallen soul becomes eternally liberated.
There you go, man. How much easier of a path can you expect than that? Just by licking the honey, a causeless mercy is manifested. See, causeless. Just the devotee is not there trying to do something, trying to make devotee. They're just licking the honey in front of you. You know, and you're watching that, and everything is accomplished by that causeless mercy that happens from the devotee communing with God in front of the world. Starting with the persons, whoever is in that, you know, this causeless mercy delivers you because it gives you everything, that you start on the real path. Oh, wow, you look at that. Boy, you see the real father and mother, the transcendental father and mother now, manifested as guru. The guru is both. They got the love of God in them, right? They got the God, the conclusive truth. They got the love. That's mother and father. See, they're whole. They're androgynistic now. Spiritually androgynistic. Not these people, they want androgyny and transgender bullshit. All that stuff is shadow. No. Spiritually androgynistic, man. When the love of God awakens in you, you're a whole person now. God is in you, and the devotional potency is in you. Or personified, Radha's in you. In our line, it's Radha. You know, Radha's in you, and Krishna's in you. And you're a maidservant. You're here to do their will. And their will is what? Deliver the conditioned souls. To show their beauty. See, this is the will of God. See, the will of God with Jesus. Remember, Jesus said, who is my father? Who is my friend? Who is my brother? Who is my sister? Those who do the will of God. So it's kind of a contradictory in a sense. It's a paradox. Because everybody is doing the will of God. You cannot get out of it. See? But what servant are you? Are you serving as illusory potency? Well, most people in the material universe are. Or are you serving the will of God, which is the divine will? See, the will to be delivered, to deliver others. See? And to follow the real path that leads to deliverance quickly. I mean, that's the pure will of God. Oh, you can't figure that? You cannot understand? Okay, go follow the rules, regulations. Until you develop a desire to attain me. Then when I see that and you're ready to listen, then I'll send you my real representative who will give you the word of deliverance. See? The word of life. Okay? That's Guru now. You're ready to listen. You can see those who aren't ready, they come here to preach, right? They're too filled. So they got to go out, okay, follow the rules more. Basically, most of the Vaishnavas are at that level. Oh, they won't listen here. They think they know more. You know, or they have faith in gurus who know so much less, don't even have that relationship awakened. Therefore, they are also blind and they can't see. But, you know, by and by, those persons, certain people come. So we put the message out. Many are called, see, calling out, and few are chosen. Those few. Isn't that funny how it's always the same preaching? It's always the same phenomenon. Many are called, but a few are chosen. People think, oh, there were so many ecstatic devotees when Lord Caitanya was here. He had a core. Not, you know, a lot of people liked him, you know, and a lot of people hated him. Yeah. A lot of people were jealous.
Of course.
Especially of Nityananda. Yeah. And yeah. So it's not like everybody saw that, it's just because ecstasy brings out everything in people. Yeah. So read that verse again.
Same. Okay.
What is
Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
See, that's who you need to find is a real devotee of Lord Caitanya. See, and when you pay your respects there, you pay your attention there. See, payment. What is the payment here? There's a payment. The payment is your attention. The payment is your hearing from them. You get purified by the words spoken by the real associate of Lord Caitanya. That's why the verse says that. What do you think? It's just for the book? You got to be a real associate of Lord Caitanya, because if you are, and people are, at least some people who are taking advantage and taking the association and paying their attention there, paying their obeisances there, will have the causeless mercy of the Lord. And what is that causeless mercy? You'll have devotional symptoms. You'll have this ecstasy. You got the gift. Now you can open the box. Now you can open Krishna's name and see the contents inside the name. See, simply so if you see why people don't get the result right now, you don't understand. That's why you're paying your obeisances to those who are not associates of Lord Caitanya. If you're not transcendentally situated and having that, showing the world, showing yourself at least, showing some of your intimate disciples at least, then you don't get the results here where people show the symptoms of being liberated souls. See, the guru shows and the real associates show the symptoms of liberated souls. And those who come under the shelter of that verse by believing in the living representation of the verse, they get that result of being an eternally liberated soul and show the symptoms of that, even though they're like ordinary persons. This is the God is showing the increase because you're in the right place. You're lined up. You're in the real line. See, the devotee Bhagavat, you found them. They're preaching the real book Bhagavat. They prove it and increase your faith in that. How can you not have faith? If you say you believe in Prabhupada's books and you hear somebody explaining them as there is, how can you not have faith unless you've really been bullshitting yourself that you don't really believe in Prabhupada's books? This will increase your faith. If you believe in Prabhupada's books and you hear them explained in a way that you couldn't even think before of it, and you know it's true, your heart even tells you, and your mind tells you. It's logical. It's clear. See? Boom. The Lord says, oh, you're in the right place. See? Now you pay your respects there, and you'll automatically, well, I'm sorry, I can't pay my respects to that preaching. I got to follow the verse. That's why I'm preaching love of Krishna. I'm preaching the verse. I can't pay my respects to lies. I can't. It's like, even in the world, you want to pay your respects to Biden, who's cheating the world. You want to pay your respects to Fauci, who's lying to you and cheating you. You want to pay your respects to Trudeau, who is a liar and a hypocrite. Even people in the mode of goodness wouldn't do that, much less you want me to pay my respects to hypocrites and liars in religion? These guys are not bona fide. They are not associates of the Lord. You want me to do that? No way, Jose. Any Jose's out there? See, it's the same thing. It's just another level here, man. See, they're working on their level in the mode of goodness. They say, don't believe in the demons and the liars and cheaters on that level. I say, don't believe in religion either. Come on, take shelter of the truth. Am I not preaching the truth? Take shelter of this verse. Take shelter of the real associates of the Lord, especially when they're alive, because then you'll understand who they are and what they are by their word, their living word. I'm passionate about the truth of the verse, because that verse is the key to the kingdom of God. Can you see their associates of Lord Chaitanya? Not only one, but others. You pay your respect to the associates of Lord Caitanya like that. And even though you're a fool, you're an idiot covered by the false ego, you will be eternally liberated. That's why you people having problems here. Problems with the devotees. Some of them are eternally liberated souls. Get your slap, man. Until you're slapped and you're woken up. And you'll be delivered simply by, however, you're slapped around a little bit, man. It's part of your wake-up call. Yeah, that's it. And you'll get the causeless mercy and you'll be delivered. And after a while, you don't see Fanny. Is anybody slapping Fanny? Is anybody slapping Amy? But some of you with the big Vaidhi false ego get slapped around and you have a hard time. Good. Lucky you. That's the mercy. You're going to be a powerful preacher. You got to slap the false ego around a little bit. So what? Whatever. You get what you... See, you come here to meet the Lord, right? Well, sometimes you meet the Lord and get a slap. Sometimes you get a lotus flower. It's all blessing. You get you come here, you get clubbed. You come here, you get the lotus flower. You're being blessed, man. It's God doing the work here. Man, you're lucky to get, you think in every lifetime you get this kind of association with like a Lalita or a Yohan or a Govinda or any ecstatic devotee here or like even an Amy. We're lucky. I feel myself lucky. Great verse, huh?
Oh, they are innumerable, those great verses.
I need someone to change my diapers. Yeah, why don't you come on, Freddie? We want to look at you a little.
He's our baby now, Guru Maharaj.
Let's check out Freddie. Freddie, why don't you come on here?
He's our baby now.
Yeah, come on, get your little.
He needs to be fed.
Let's check you out. Let's check him out. I want to see.
The baby devotee.
After he paid his little diapers yet.
He's just been born now.
Yeah. Hey, come on, we got to check out the baby. We want to see the baby. Go ahead, read the rest of the verse.
Yeah. Simply by the causeless mercy of the devotees engaged in licking honey from his lotus feet. You know, those who are close.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Go ahead.
Simply by the causeless mercy.
Wait. I want to say something. Somebody asked a question here. What is this? My friend has a question. Okay, what's the question here? It's on TikTok, so I like questions. Okay, what's the question there, James Woodruff, my friend? Would you rather watch a tree grow? Is that the question? I don't know what that means. Yeah, okay, continue reading.
Okay. Simply by the causeless mercy of the devotees engaged in licking honey from his lotus feet. He drips from them.
Yeah. Go ahead. What?
It just drips from them Because they have enough. They licked so much. They can share with you.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
if,
yeah. That's how you're delivered, man, from that honey
yeah,
lickers.
yeah. Even a fallen soul becomes eternally liberated.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. See, a fallen soul becomes eternally liberated. Otherwise, people are trying to do it some other way. What did Jesus say? If you try to go into the kingdom some other way, you got to go through the door. The door is that honey liquor, man. Jesus was a honey liquor. He was a living person. That's why it's a living guru who is a honey liquor, where you get this causeless mercy. Yeah, especially in our line. I mean, you can get it from usually, if you have it from a previous life, and you get the book, like the Bible or something, you have some awakening, or you go to the church and a lot of spirit-filled people, you'll have some awakening, and you get a glimpse of the truth. And then, but it's in it, culture it, you got to nurture it and all that. The only thing in that line is there's a lot of mixtures in there, and so that's why Lord Caitanya came, to give people opportunity to know the more pure aspect of this love. I mean, some people might get it, it's still, why not take advantage of especially if it's here? That's the problem. See, in Vaishnavism, if you find a spirit-filled Christian, better to go to the spirit-filled Christian than to go to these persons that are mundane, because at least you get a spiritual experience. Yeah. But see, you don't have to go back that way. You can come here and get the spiritual experience.
the honey is not that good.
Yeah.
It's not the same honey, especially the preaching is. Phew.
Yeah, it's mixed in with things, alloys, and it's understandable because it's like if you were a Madhyamadikari here, you're awakened, you got some love, see the spirit of devotion awakened, but you don't have shiksha, like deep shiksha. Then you're going to be always a little bit off. I've seen it here, you're just not clear enough. You got to advance, and the better association. The more advanced association, the better and quicker you advance. But a lot of Christians, they don't have advanced association. They may get awakened, but their association are like a lot of just madhyams types awakened. But, then they're still associating. A lot of them leave the path, actually, because they mix it with Course in Miracles stuff. Course in Miracles. Even Vaishnavas sometimes go into that, which is a mixture of impersonalism and stuff. I never liked that, I see when I was in the Fort Dwayne, some of these ecstatic Christians, because they don't have this kind of association, they were going off into the Course in Miracles, and it's not to me, it's.
You mean like curing people, etc.?
No, when I was with these in Fort Dwayne, I was staying with these ecstatic Christians, and some were going into the Course in Miracles because it only goes so far. There's sectarianism in that, but they can only go so far. It's just how it is,
The Course of Miracles is the name of a book,
Yeah, name of a book, and a lot of people
Ah,
a
follow
whole
it.
study. It's a study.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's mixed in with some of Christ in there, but with impersonalism.
Oh,
Yeah. Liberation. Yeah, it was actually written by a person that it was a channeling. Yeah. So it's a mixture of different things. Person didn't have any lineage really or anything like that. It's like anything, people get value from different things, but how much and how pure is the value? Yeah. Okay, I think we'll stop now a little bit here.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you, thank you. Let's see here. Play a little song here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.